Hi everyone. I forgot to talk about Halloween this year, so I think today it's a really good idea to talk about Guy Fawkes Night, also known as Bonfire Night, Fireworks Night, and it's something that we celebrate in England on the 5th of November every year. It's only celebrated in England, so it's not celebrated in the rest of the UK, so it's not celebrated in Scotland or Wales or Northern Ireland, just England. But it has a long history. It's on the 5th of November because on the 5th of November 1605, somebody tried to kill the new King of England at the time, King James I of England, but he was actually from Scotland. He was a Scottish king who then became the Scottish and English king. So he united Scotland and England, and they've been united right up until today. So it's a long time ago. So someone tried to kill King James. This person called Guy Fawkes, he was hired to kill the king. He put a bomb or some explosives under the House of Lords. But he was discovered in the end, and he was not successful. He didn't manage to blow up the House of Lords. But the king was really happy he hadn't been killed, so he told everyone around England to celebrate the fact he didn't get killed. So he was what we call a Protestant king. So you had two kinds of sort of Christian religion at that time, 400 years ago. You had the Catholics, who had traditionally been the Christians in England, and then you have the Protestants, who then became more powerful. So King James was a Protestant. It's a long history, but basically he was Protestant. A lot of the people that wanted to kill him were Catholic, and they probably wanted a Catholic king again, but they failed. So King James survived, and because he ordered us to, or he ordered the English to at the time, we still celebrate the 5th of November, 400 years later, which is quite surprising. So, as I said, it's only celebrated in England. It's not celebrated in the rest of the UK. And what we normally do is when it's probably not this year, but in a normal situation, what we do is have a big bonfire, maybe in a park, and then we burn a figure of Guy Fawkes on top of the bonfire. It's pretty dark, really, isn't it? But that's what we do traditionally. That's what we usually do. Not this year, but that's what we usually do every 5th of November. So we burn a figure of Guy Fawkes on top of the bonfire, and then we have lots of fireworks. For example, my local park has about 10 minutes of firework displays going off with music and everything. So it's quite exciting. It's really good for families. It's quite friendly. Nowadays, and children have sparklers. So it's generally a time to get outside and sort of meet people and enjoy fireworks. That's really what it's about now. It doesn't have any political thing to it anymore. It's just an excuse to light lots of fireworks and watch them and meet people. Also though, Guy Fawkes is quite interesting because in a film, V for Vendetta, which came out a few years ago. The legend or the story of Guy Fawkes was really kind of a big part of the film, and they talked about a poem which was written around the time of the Gunpowder Plot in around the 5th of November 1604, and I'm going to finish by reading you the beginning of the poem, which is also in the movie V for Vendetta. Okay? Remember, remember, the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason, and plot. We see no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. And it wasn't forgotten 400 years later. Bye for now.